Yeah, I've made this tutorial on the 9th of October, and it's Uganda's Independence Day. And I've made this video for the Ugandan children who are still under lockdown, and schools, in fact, really don't have the right day when schools will be open. But I've made this video purposely for the P5 children, and it's social studies. It's a social studies lesson, and I've made this lesson, or I've made this tutorial for the Ugandan children who are still under lockdown, and want to see how we can help you people out there to go on with your learning as the country is still under lockdown. It's majorly third term work, and the topic is Uganda as an independent state or an independent nation. How did Uganda as a country come to get her independence? So we shall first look at the definition of an independent country. An independent country is a country that is free from colonial rule, a country that is not colonized, a country that has no colonial master, that is an independent nation. Now, straight from that, we shall look at the independence of Uganda. What does the independence of Uganda mean? Now, Uganda to be an independent nation, it means that Britain had no control over Uganda. Remember, Britain or the British were the colonial masters of Uganda. And by the time these British gave freedom to Ugandans, that means Uganda became an independent nation. So Britain stopped exploiting Ugandans. That means that Uganda then became an independent nation. This is when a country is free from colonial rule. That means when a country is free from colonial rule, it is an independent nation. An independent country makes its own laws and decisions. That means they can't even consult from anybody. They have no colonial masters. They make their own rules, they make their own parliament, they sit down, discuss issues, and they decide on their own without getting any powers from any colonial master. An independent country makes, I'm sorry for that. An independent country is a country which is not ruled by any other country. It is a country that is self-driven, a country that is controlling itself, a country that has no any colonial master. It means that particular country is an independent nation or an independent state. Okay? Any discussion over that? I request you, as you're watching this video, please have a book or have somewhere to write and note down some important facts. Okay? The independence of Uganda. So Uganda got her independence on the 9th of October 1962. I've also decided to make this video on the 9th of October, though it is 2021, but it is today that Uganda got her independence in the year of 1962. On the Independence Day, the following activities took place. That was the 1962 in October. The Uganda flag was raised while the British flag, which is known as the Union Jack, was lowered down. The flag was raised by Major Okorimo Kanuti. Kanuti was a major, and this man is known to have come from the Itesot region. He's the one who lowered down the Union Jack and then raised the Uganda national flag. The national anthem was sung for the first time, the Uganda national anthem. Yeah, the Uganda national anthem was sung for the very first time as a sign to show that Uganda had got her independence. I have a simple activity here. I think you'll go through it and you recall about some history of Uganda. Question 1 is, name the first president of Uganda. Which political party led Uganda to independence? And name the following people. The first president of Uganda, the first executive prime minister of Uganda, and name the first and last British governor of Uganda. Like we looked at them before we left for lockdown. What are the advantages and disadvantages of independent nation? You know, some countries get independence, and instead of it being an advantage, in time it becomes a disadvantage. But to some countries, it becomes an advantage. So, during your free time, you go through those questions and then answer them. I'll go ahead to look at the symbols of a nation. Which symbols should a nation have for it to be recognized as an independent nation or a real nation? For example, in particular, I'm going to use Uganda. Uganda has a national anthem as a symbol that it's a real nation. And another one, Uganda has a national flag. Like we shall look at them into the details down there. Uganda has a national flag. That is another that symbolizes that Uganda is a real nation. Uganda in particular has a national coat of arms. It also has a national emblem. It also has a national constitution which makes laws for the country. Uganda as a nation, it has a motto. And not only that, the nation also has a currency. And the Ugandan currency is the Ugandan shillings. Importance of a national symbol. Each symbol of a nation has its own importance. These symbols, some of them are used for identification. For example, if you went for a summit that brings together all countries, you can have your flag here at the chest or on your cars, and people will be able to identify you that these people are from Uganda. They show independence. For a country to have these national symbols, it should be independent. Okay? It shows a symbol that this particular country is independent. Yeah, like I told you that the national flag or the flag is a symbol of a nation. Now we're going to look at the Uganda national flag. The Uganda national flag replaced the British Union Jack on the 9th of October 1962. It was first raised on the 9th of October 1962. Like I told you, it was raised for the very first time on the Independence Day. When Uganda got her independence, that is when the Uganda national flag was raised for the very first time. It was raised by Major Okorimo Kanuti. I talked about this in the very first tutorial or in the very first slide. And somebody is asking, who designed the Uganda national flag? And the definition for that is that Grace Ibingira, she was a woman, is the one who designed the Uganda national flag. And those are the colors, or that is how the Uganda national flag looks like. The very first color here is black. It's black in color, and it has something that it symbolizes. Then the second color is yellow. It's yellow in color. It also has something it symbolizes. Then we have the red color. It also symbolizes something. Then in the middle here, we have a crested crane, which is also standing onto one leg. It also symbolizes something, like we shall be seeing in the next slides. Now, we're going to talk about the colors of the Ugandan national flag. The very first color I told you is black. This black color shows that the people of Uganda are dark skinned or black in color. Ugandans belong to an African community, and most of the African, in particular, the largest area of the African community are dark skinned or black in color. That is the black color of the Ugandan national flag, and that is what it symbolizes. Then the next color is yellow onto the flag, like we saw in the previous slide. This yellow color shows that Uganda receives abundance of sunshine throughout the year. The next color is red. The red color represents or symbolizes brotherhood and sisterhood in general. For example, if we cut your blood, or we cut your hand, or you bring the red blood out of you, so it shows that all Ugandans have that red blood, and it means we are all brothers and sisters. So whenever you meet your fellow Ugandan, wherever you are, whether you're in the US, you're in China, you're in Portugal, you are in Abu Dhabi, you're in Jordan, you're in Qatar, we are all brothers and sisters because we all have the red blood. I have some guiding questions here. Question 1 is, when is Uganda flag flown at half-mast? When do you think this flag is supposed to be flown at half-mast? I have some responses here. That during national mornings, when a very important person, when a very recognized person has died, the Ugandan flag is raised at half-mast. When a very important person has died and it's declared by the parliament says, this person has did a great task to the country, so the flag is is raised at a half-mast. I have another question. I'm sorry for the numbering, but the other one is question 1 and the other one is question 2. Mention places where the Uganda national flag is flown. There are very many places where the Ugandan flag is flown. The very first place is at the parliamentary building. The flag is there. At the State House where the president stays, the Ugandan flag is there. At the Bank of Uganda, has the flag is flown there. Police stations, at schools, at Uganda embassies and high commissions. A Uganda embassy in different country, that flag is put there. The ministry headquarters, the flag is supposed to be there. At the international airport, like for example, the international airport of Uganda is at Entebbe. The Ugandan flag is flown there. On VIP vehicles, e.g. the president, the vice president, the cabinet ministers, the flag is supposed to be flown there. Okay, let's go next. How to care for the national flag. How are we supposed to use the Ugandan national flag? Should not be used to wrap things, like some people use clothes to wrap their gifts, to wrap things for their important persons. So the flag should be respected and should not be used to wrap the things. Next aspect is, should not be burnt. If anybody found you burning the Ugandan national flag, in fact you're supposed to be imprisoned, because it should be respected. Should not be allowed to touch the ground. The flag should be respected. You should not go dragging it into the soil, into the ground, no. And you're not supposed to make it touch the ground. It means that you're putting the whole nation down. The nation should be high and should be swinging into the air. The crested crane should face the pole when it is being flown. The crested crane should be pointing into the pole or the mast where it is flowing from. It should not be left into rain. When it comes to rain, you should not leave the flag out there and it rains to the flag. No, it's not right. Those who went through the scouting and the guiding, the Girl Guides and the Boy Scouts, all all the patriots, those who went through patriotism, you know what it means to a nation, and you know what it means to a national symbol, most especially a flag. And I have another guiding question. What does the crested crane represent on the national flag? Like I talked about the colors, I talked about the yellow, talked about the black, about the red, but I didn't talk more details about the crested crane. So what does it symbolize? It symbolizes the national emblem. Remember, this crested crane, it being a very humble bird, it symbolizes a national emblem. Why do Ugandans carry the national flag when going for international events or matches? Why do you think these people go with this flag when they are going international? For easy identification. All other countries, they know that this flag here is meant for Uganda. So when they see you carrying that flag at any national event, they will be able to realize that these people are really from Uganda and they're patriots of their country. They love their country. They like their country. Another guiding question: the importance of the Uganda national flag. It's a symbol of independence. It shows patriotism or love for one, love for a country. It also symbolizes, it's a symbol of identification. When you're out of our country or you are abroad, if you've gone abroad out of Uganda, it promotes national unity. Yeah, as we shall be seeing in the next slides. Why is the national flag put on the president's official car? Like we saw that this flag is supposed to be put on VIP cars. So why do you think this flag is put on the president's vehicle? For easy identification and to show respect to the president. And how do people the people of Uganda show respect to the national flag? By standing upright, straight, like this. When it is being raised, you're supposed to stand very straight. You're not supposed to be walking. By standing very upright when it is being raised. So that is the caroling of the national emblem. It's a crested crane. That is the Uganda national emblem. Okay. The crested crane was chosen to be the national emblem because of the following reasons. One, it has the colors of the national flag onto it. Like if we went here, you'll see there's a yellow color, there's a black color, and a red color. So it has all the colors of the Uganda national flag. That is why this bird was chosen to be the national emblem. Another one, it is a very gentle bird, very gentle, not stubborn, and it's peaceful. Shows that Ugandan people are peaceful people, they are gentle people, and it's a very humble bird. Ugandan people are very humble. Those of you who have never been in Uganda, please spare time, come to Uganda. You'll realize that Ugandan people are very humble, peaceful, and gentle people. What does the crested crane symbolize to Ugandans? It symbolizes that the Ugandan people are very humble. Humble Ugandans, people of Uganda, are peaceful, very welcoming people. And the people of Uganda are very graceful, are very gentle people. Those are the symbols of the Ugandan people and the way they correspond to their national emblem. Objects and places where the crested crane can be found. Where do you think this crested crane or the national emblem can be found? One is on the Uganda national flag. There's a crested crane in the middle there. Like we talked about the Ugandan parliamentary building, the crested crane will be there. The Uganda security flag it is also there the national new currencies. Any currency that is being brought, it should have the flag, the hats of the police, or the hats of the army. You will see there this crested crane. Okay, shall be proceeding. Yeah, my machine is warning that the battery is low, and very soon I'll be winding up this video. Why is the crested crane drone standing on one leg? It shows that Uganda is still developing. It's a developing country. It also shows that Uganda is moving forward in terms of development. Our viewers, thank you for tuning in or watching this video, for sparing your time. I'll be proceeding the following day from there. Remember, we are still under the lockdown. We are still under this COVID era. Remember to sanitize and wash your hands. My machine is warning. I will be getting back to you the next time or any other day. I will be getting back to you, and we shall be continuing.